Hi, everybody. We have some very important questions today. And the first one is from Kelly in Brooklyn. And Kelly asks, why is there no free citywide testing for all residents of New York City? Kelly, number one issue has always been testing. The number one challenge we've faced in fighting this disease from the very beginning has been testing. And what a different world it would have been if it had been there from the beginning when we needed it. But the good news is now, the amount of testing is growing all the time. 20,000 tests per day now available in New York City, all for free. And that is at over 150 sites citywide. We gained a lot of sites with our new partnership with CityMD, and that's fantastic. So we're not quite to the point where we can test everyone, obviously, and we can't do it as often as we want to, obviously, but we are making a lot of progress, and the goal is to get to the point where we really can test everyone. In the meantime, we have expanded our criteria recently. Anyone with symptoms of the coronavirus, you can get tested at over 150 sites. Anyone who's had close contact with someone who has tested positive, obviously we want to see those folks tested. Workers at homeless shelters, nursing homes, adult care facilities, in addition to our first responders, in addition to our healthcare workers, a lot of people in communities that are at the front line of this crisis. We're welcoming so many people to come in and get tested. And look, Kelly, no one is turned away, obviously. So the important thing to know for anyone seeking testing is you can go to nyc.gov/COVID test, or of course, call 311. Now, Rick in Queens. Rick asks a question that's on everyone's mind as we get into the warmer weather now. Rick says, is congregating in your backyard allowed in the social distancing rule? And how many people is too many? Rick, thank you for asking the question, because folks are still grappling with all the realities we're facing, and sometimes the rules have been evolving, and it's important to keep people up to date. So look, let's start at the beginning. The goal here is to keep everyone safe. The goal is to make sure this disease doesn't spread again. We have come a long, long way in New York City. We want to consolidate that progress, build on that momentum, not slip backwards, because we want to restart, we want to open up. So everyone has to play it smart, play it safe. That means if there even is a group of people together, it's not people who live under the same roof already. Observe that 6-foot distance. If there's any chance of people being close together, wear those face coverings. So here's what the state of New York is telling us, that they're moving in the direction of 10 people or fewer acceptable, more than 10 people not acceptable. So more than 10 people, clearly you're talking about a gathering. That's what we cannot have. If it's 10 or fewer, then you have to have that social distancing. You have to have those face coverings. People have to be smart. So look, my advice for everyone is keep your gatherings as small as possible. Think about safety first, even with Memorial Day, even with a time that we're used to celebrating. Let's keep it very small, very local right now. By the way, we're not going to be doing this forever. Hopefully, in a matter of months, we're going to be in a much better situation. So let's play it safe right now. And one more question from Joan. And Joan asks a very real question this time of year. It's getting nice out. Joan says, well, most of the bars that once had only takeout and delivery now serve alcohol to patrons to drink on the street. The sidewalks are crowded. I want businesses to reopen in a careful way. Will you send your ambassadors to correct this problem? Joan, absolutely yes, because we very much want to make sure things are done safely and this disease does not reassert. So folks crowding together on a sidewalk outside a bar, that's absolutely a mistake. So the deal is this, yeah, the restaurants are supposed to do delivery and takeout, but not try and reassert their roles as restaurants and bars where people either dine in or try and dine right outside on the sidewalk or on a bench. That's not what we're looking for. We don't want people congregating. We're going to send out the NYPD, the sheriff's office, and other city agencies to the places where we've seen this problem to enforce, to remind people, get your drink, go on back home. Do not linger, do not congregate, because again, then people start to get too close together or someone doesn't have their mask on, and that's what spreads the disease. We're going to be having a strong enforcement effort this Memorial Day weekend, but we're going to keep it going to keep people safe. And the slogan is very simple: take out, don't hang out. So everyone, Thank you. New Yorkers should be so proud of how much progress we made. It's because you're doing so much to keep each other safe. Let's build on that now. Look, we could be seeing the first phase of the restart as early as the first or second week of June if we keep making progress. Let's do that together. Thank you, everyone.